Let's go now to Melissa.
One tough lady.
He loves tough women. He sits next to one every day at 5:00. So, Melissa.
That's right.
So fill us in, because that song is so perfect. It is, you heard, they won't even have debate on the National Defense Authorization. 100 voting against defense of Israel. I mean, this is like anti-American.
No, listen, it really is a scary time that we're living through, because I think that you've got to ask those 100 members who voted against any sort of defense funding for Israel, are you aware that Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East? Are you aware that Israel is the only place in the Middle East where LGBTQ and women's rights are protected, and on and on and on. And they have been our staunch ally against some very scary people over there. And so this is all just the politics of the day. It's all reacting to the polls. It's reacting to these DSA candidates winning in these, far left districts and cities around the country. And I think it's going to do a lot of damage to the Democratic Party long term.
You know what I thought was really interesting? I don't know if you heard this part, Melissa. We had Senator Dan Sullivan, who's obviously very big and really a leader on national defense. He's great. He called in and he said something I thought was really interesting. He said a couple weeks ago, he talked to some of these senators and they sounded like they were for it. So in the last few weeks, they've flipped their vote to now vote against national defense. I mean, that's shocking.
Well, and four of them didn't show up.
Yeah, four didn't show up.
That way
no, they're cowards. I mean, there's no other way to say it. These are people who are not reacting to their gut, not reacting to their education, not reacting to the history of the commitment to the region and this country. They are reacting to the rise of the fringe left in the party and the fear that if they didn't do the right thing by the fringe here, they themselves could open themselves up to a primary. But if that's why you're there, to just kowtow to the far left or to the far right, whatever, then you've got to ask yourself, what are you doing there? Because if you're not there to protect your constituents and do the right thing by the country, then what are you there for? And again, I think this is very short-sighted, and I think that just like the defund the police movement and just like this new defund ICE movement, Democrats are lurching far left to appease a bunch of nuts, and they're going to have to answer for it, because the pendulum always swings and these moments always alleviate, and people say you've got some splaining to do, as Ricky Ricardo would say. So that's where I think this all is going to end up. And it's a terrible moment for Democrats, and I hope David Patterson does a good job tomorrow when he has that meeting and gets some answers for us.
Yeah, great point. Melissa, before we let you go, one of the things you and I were connecting on earlier was this big homeless encampment that's now building. And we were talking yesterday, this is outside the Intrepid, and now they're getting electricity.
11th Avenue, 12 blocks. It's a public health, public safety.
How large
problem.
does it have to get till it gets its own polling site?
Wait a second.
They have
electricity. The city is giving them electricity. They have electricity.
Oh, maybe it gets a school.
I mean, come on.
It's pure insanity, and it's why at the end of the day, people think that Democrats can't lead in these large blue cities, because when push comes to shove, they don't want to do the thing that's going to upset the apple cart on the far left. The right to be homeless, the right to live on the street. That's not a kind thing. That's not a democratic thing. That's something that you're doing in order to appease, again, some nuts. Excuse my words. It's a little offensive to some, I know, but you're doing that to appease some nuts, and at the detriment to the people who are in the encampments, who need to be taken off the streets and go to get help, and the public at large. Not only the residents of New York, but why would tourists want to come here? Why would people want to come work here? Why would businesses want to set up here? Highest taxes in the country, bar none. And this is what you get back for it. It's just stupidity, and it enrages me, and I don't understand why we still put up with this nonsense.
Well, Melissa, we're intruding on Mark Levin's time. Thank you for coming on, and let's talk again real soon. Let's talk maybe Sunday.
It's 1938. The 2-week pay period is invented. But then the world got faster. Faster travel, faster delivery, faster everything. Except our pay. Until now, with daily pay, everyone can access money they've earned when they need it. Yes, this is the future of pay. Daily pay. Work with the leader in on-demand pay at dailypay.com. Transfer fee may apply.
A burst pipe, a dead water heater, the AC calling it quits. Who do you call? HomeServe is an easy way to handle unexpected home repairs, with plans covering stuff basic homeowners insurance usually won't. Instead of scrambling for a contractor, you make one call to get the repair process started. Join the millions of customers who trust HomeServe right now. Go to homeserve.com/podcast for 50% less your first year. That's homeserve.com/podcast. Savings compared to renewal price. Void in Florida.
And Melissa, thank you for your
And then,
common
by the way,
sense.
Saturday, her old boss, Andrew Cuomo, is speaking at the breakfast we have in Southampton.
Oh, that'll be great. Melissa, you're all over the place. I'm telling you, you got it all covered.
All over the place.
Thank you
All
for
right,
what you
guys,
do.
talk
Thank
soon.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Melissa. We love you.